Hello and welcome back to Mobius Archives. This is your host, Mobius Rex, and we are playing Kerbal Space Program. When last we left, we had a nice little trip to Ike. We take a look, landed at Ike. Here we go. Somehow we miraculously got this to land butt first on the ground without blowing up. SAS is still on. We still have some power. I doubt it will last through the night, so this will probably tip over soon. We do have quite a bit of liquid fuel. That's something. We don't have any instruments, however, that will allow us to take science from another planet. Unless we log the temperature. Why you let me do this now? Oh, I already did. Never mind. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try to get this little orbiter here all the way over to Duna, and it may end its flight there. Let's see. Alright, we're just off Ike, and we just got into an escape orbit from Ike. So let's go ahead and take that on. And we should be very close to our periapsis afterwards. Nice little sunrise off of Ike. Ooh, we're getting weird interactions here. What happens if I just do a braking maneuver? Because right now I'm in time speed up mode. Right now I'm in Duna's sphere of influence. I just want to get into Duna's atmosphere, see if we can get that transmission done. So let's just brake. Braking maneuver. Let's see if we can get into the atmosphere there and get a little science done. And then let this probe go the way that many of my probes do and crash. Alright, we're bringing ourselves within 50,000 kilometers. I'm not even sure where the atmosphere starts on Duna. So I guess we were going to find out very quickly. Whoa, or we're going to get an interaction with Ike, which is going to change our orbit to less than ideal. Did not expect that. Alright. I guess we'll have to readjust again. We're getting even closer this time. 44,000 meters. Let's see what happens. No Ike interaction this time. There's Duna. We drop down to 50. And it's just auto-saved. Don't see any atmospheric interaction just yet. What's my periapsis here? 44,000. So we might just want to do a braking maneuver here. Try to get us slowed down a lot more. So we drop into the atmosphere. Alright, we stop that there. Log temperature. And we can transmit while we're in space near Duna for 28 science. I'm just popping back to the Space Center for a second because we can actually get more information about Duna if we pop over to the radar array and zoom out. There are keys here that I don't remember that will allow me to switch planets. Duna. Now we're focused on Duna. Actually, I think we clicked accidentally on orbiter. Here we go. Duna. If you click on information, or physical characteristics. The atmospheric height is 50,000 meters, so we should be well within the atmosphere right now with the Ike 1. There we go. Collected and recorded temperature data from the environment, which is the upper atmosphere. 20 science for that. So that gives us a little bit more science. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring the Ike 1 up above 50,000 meters and just leave it there. See if it has any interaction with Ike, and we might eventually push this into a crash orbit eventually. Alright, there we go. Nice little stable orbit. So Ike 1 will stay up there. Who knows how long. Alright, so we have a good chunk of science left over from our last landing here. So barometer will need to get in an atmosphere, land on a planet, so we might want to start focusing on getting to landings. Or we could just research this, so we could have very heavy rocketry and waste a lot of fuel getting to planets like I normally do. So what I'm going to grab first, even though this is a micro landing strut, this might actually give us the extra heavy landing struts afterwards, which it does, which is good, which is what we want. We're not going to worry about wheels today. We just want to go up there and leave a crew. More batteries and more photovoltaic panels are always nice. And that opens up stuff like double C seismic accelerometer. If I'm going to be landing, I might as well grab that. And having decouplers to leave parts behind are always useful. This one actually opens up with some of the additional bays that you can have. So this has a fuselage and some other stuff that'll really help with space planes. We're not going to grab that right now, but it's going to be something that we'll want in the very near future. Alright, so we're just going to grab the press map barometer. That leaves this double C seismic accelerator slightly out of our range. But we'll buy this, research that. We'll research the landing strut. Those are parts I know I need. I'm going to send another probe out to Duna, since we have a delivery system that should get it there. We can at least count on that. Alright, we are back, and I would like you guys to meet the Duna 1. Look at that sexy beast, all those struts. Oh, what's this? Mainsail engines. We have an extra stage on the outside here. And that should get us to Duna. Whether we will land in one piece, well, that remains to be seen. Let's launch. Alright, hasn't fallen off the launch pad. We'll get ready to launch. I think we're going to need full throttle on this one right off the bat. Got a nice morning launch here at Cape Kerbal. Alright. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now while we're doing this, I am actually going to try to get a little bit of science in our flight. If we can, this press map barometer is something new, and we could definitely transmit that. I'm hoping that does not rip, because we are in flight, this does not rip the antenna straight off. No, it seems we are okay. Alright, I'll be back with you guys in a second. Alright, 8,000 meters, and we're about to lose our solid fuel boosters, so we're remaining just with the liquid fuel boosters now, and starting our gravity turn. Get us kicked over to the side. I think for this one we'll only bring it down to the 70 mark before checking. Our fuel is about to go on this. I just want to see what our Ep6 is. 27,000. It's okay. We aren't as high as I'd like us to be, but we still have the mainsails to get us out of Kerbin. Off of Kerbin. Why does that look like that's descending that way? It's kind of weird, don't you think? Shouldn't it be dropping down here? Concerns. Oh well. Oh, we already hit 70,000 meters. Want to wait for us to catch up to that before tipping over onto our side and firing our rockets like there's no tomorrow. Because there might not be. Alright, out of the atmosphere, and I've started getting us into an orbit. I'm just going to bring our thrusters all the way online as we approach our Ep6. Whoa, okay, what's going on? I don't have my SAS on. SAS really helps us stabilize here and get ourselves into orbit. Mainsail engines are pretty powerful, and they do burn through fuel fast though, so you have to be careful with them. Alright, nice stable orbit at 70,000. I'm going to set up a flyby of, I think I have a mission to fly by Mobius and collect some scientific data. Oh, you know what? There's no point because I don't have anything that can collect data from Mobius. So, nuts to that. And I collect data here. So I think I have recover scientific data from around Kerbin as well. Alright, so you can log temperature and transmit that And that does complete your contract, so that's something to keep in mind if you want that one bit of science, some rep, and some money. Or funds. So I guess I will try flying by Minmus since we do have that contract out to transmit or recover scientific data from space around Minmus. Even though I'm really not getting any scientific data from that. So set that as our target as we fly out of the system. Alright, getting into a counter should be enough for us. Let's just hit F5 there. And this is coming in 21 minutes. Alright, 8 seconds to go. Fire all your thrusters. And just burn, baby. Burn. Watch that target. And I cut early intentionally. Just want to give us a little bit more. Oh, hello. Or rather, goodbye. Lost those mainsails in a beautiful dance of fire. And get those engines online. And get us back on track to getting an encounter with Minmus. Alright, we have an encounter. The encounter we set up originally, but this'll do. There we go. Good enough. Alright, let's get us into that encounter. You'll be able to just zoom that way. There you go. I'll wait until we get to our close flyby. Ding, our periapsis. Get to see ourselves. In front of, where is our target? Or is that ball of mint dessert? There you are! Not the direction I thought you were. Am I really on the far side? No. Oh, kind of weird. Alright, well, I'll accept that. Odd. Anyways, let's do a temperature scan here. If we can. If I can even click on it. Log temperature. Can't be done right now. Okay, we're not close enough to that. That's fine. We'll just keep on going on our merry way. Alright, we've left Kerbin's influence. We are out here between the stars, between the planets. Let's see if we can do a temperature scan from out here. I doubt it since everything else has been failing. Log temperature. Nope. Alright, it doesn't actually look like we have a good orbit this year, so I'm just going to speed up time so that we could try an encounter for next year. Alright, I think this is as good as we're getting. 9 million meters. If we hit that, that'd be nice. So we should have an encounter still. Periapsis 9 million. And that's coming in 395 days. Don't know what the burn is on that. It's only 1,000 meters, so that's roughly... I think we've been getting 16 seconds burns for that. So it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, I'm going to give this 10 seconds before we do a full burn. Shouldn't take too long, and we should have a lot of leeway here. Alright, burn is going. Seeing our orbit change, and we'll want to watch our orbit rather than the countdown here. We might have a little bit further to go because we have fewer engines or less powerful engines, whichever. But we should be okay. Good. All we have to do really is watch our orbital maneuver, see that we get into, or watch our orbit, see that we get into encounter. Kill this. Oh, what happened? We lost our encounter. Damn it. Yeah, we're getting farther away. Let me flip over, see if we can correct this any. So currently our closest approach is 64 million meters. We want to get much closer than that so that we can get an encounter with Duna. Now, if only I could just bring this back over. Fighting inertia here. Come on, flip. There we go. And we could probably just start firing our rockets. Like so. And just watch our closest approach here. If we can. 47, there we go, we have an encounter. Can we get this any tighter? Yes, we can. 30, 20, oops. Lost it for a second. Oops, and we just passed by. Alright, there we are. 17 million meter periapsis. Let's get ourselves to Duna. Alright, getting an approach. Didn't have to slow down that much. Whoa. Much closer to target than I thought. As we approach the periapsis, 3 hours. And there we go. Our retrograde vector. Push on that, and that should get us captured by Duna. Assuming we have enough fuel. Starting to see our escape maneuver move. Excuse me, cracking voice here. Let's get our periapsis in nice and tight. We may have a encounter with Ike. That does weird things to you. Let's just get this in to, let's say, 100,000. Or 61,000, whichever. In fact, we could probably even dip into the atmosphere at 40,000. It won't affect our apoapsis much, but we will be able to do a flyby and get some science on the way. I think we're coming around the wrong way on Duna. I think that's okay. Yeah, we're going opposite orbit of everything else here. Whoa. Might be able to handle that. We should slow down once we get within 100,000, I think. Or not. 50,000? I slowed that down manually. Anyways, we know the atmosphere is out here. So let's get a little bit of science from our barometer. Can't be done right now. Okay, are we not within the atmosphere? No, we're still in vacuum. How about temperature? Can't get anything more from that. How about mystery goo? 21 science. But we're in space near Duna. I want to be... Maybe that information from the science thingy isn't exactly correct. Alright, let's flip around. Try to get under 40,000. And hopefully get within the atmosphere. Alright, this is rapidly degrading our orbit, which is what I want. I want to bring this down, bring it out of an encounter with Ike, and just down in general. There we go, at under 100,000 meters. I don't imagine that will be ripped out of our orbit by Ike, but you never know. Alright, let's see if we could get this science done now. In vacuum. Well, we'll wait for our next orbit to degrade this one even further and get down to 39. It'll take a little bit because we no longer can travel faster than 3 times speed. Well, below 60,000 meters. Or 10 times speed while below 60,000 meters. Alright, we're dripping. We're dipping down to the 13,000 meters on our periapsis. And we should be able to get some atmospheric reading this pass. There we go, I think that it just dropped down to time warp 1. We've entered the atmosphere. It's a bit dark for you guys, so I'll actually wait till it gets to the sun side. There we go, sunrise over Duna. Alright, let's stop this wibbly wobbling. Get under control here. We are at 23,000 meters, 23 kilometers up. Let's check our pressure data. Are you still in vacuum? We can transmit that. That's the upper atmosphere. And we can do the temperature scan. Gives us nothing because we've done that before with the Ike. We can do a goo container. We observe the goo. 15 science, and that is all. Alright, I will save the materials bay, hopefully for landing, and the second goo container also, hopefully for landing. And I will actually start that landing maneuver now. Whoa. We just need to stop a bit. And find a place to park. There we go. Get your thrusters on. Alright, we should be entering the second layer of atmosphere right now. Let's log that temperature data. Nope. How about the barometer? Log that pressure. Nope. Alright, we're going to want to come down there. We don't want to go too hot. Going to use this lower stage to slow us down as much as we can. Maybe not as much as we can, because apparently we have a lot that we can do. Just got to wait till this lighter blue part of the atmosphere, when we enter that. That should be good. I don't think I'm above mountains here. So it looks alright. While flying at Duna, let's transmit that science. And how about this pressure data? Transmit that as well. Oh crap! Slow us down. Slow us down. Going a bit faster than I wanted, and I think that's land. It'd be fun if we landed with this stage intact. It's actually starting to think we had too much fuel here. Alright, slow us down. This might be a very bad idea. I hit F5 way up above, and still trying to get more control over this. We land. I'm not against it. But I want to land intact versus in pieces. Alright, I think I'm gonna abandon the lower stage. Okay. Yes, abandon that lower stage. Ooh, lots of fire and explosions. Slow us down even further. Q. Just want to get that nice control we had last time, if we can. Throttle down. Cut your engines. Don't fall over! Alright, take another pass at landing. Don't know if we'll... Whoa. Try to find a better landing spot. One where I won't fall on. Basically, I want my engines only going so much that we delay a landing. Or we blow up as we hit. Fortunately, that's what quick saves are for. Oh, stop. Good enough. Didn't land exactly how I wanted to land. That communications array is a bit off, but we should be able to get our materials bay. Good. Keep that data. Opening the sample container, you find that everything has turned red. Initial tests show that it'll never wash out of white spacesuits. You consider sending missions in pink EVA suits to reduce cleaning costs. Alright, do that mystery goo. Keep that data. And barometer. Log that pressure data. And the temperature. And keep that data. 32 science. So we got a good chunk of science off this. And just to roll over. Actually, I could have used parachutes there. Huh. Oh well. Let's transmit that data. And transmit all. There we go. All our science transmitted. We got a whole bunch of contracts completed. Giving us money, or funds and prestige, some science. Great. Alright, let's go back to the Space Center and see what we've made. Not as much as we want, but it's a start. That might help us send manned missions or Kerbal missions to Duna. We'll see in the future. Alright, this has been Mobius from Mobius Archives. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, leave us a like, leave your comments and suggestions, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day and a wonderful night. Bye-bye.